Hey, David Breslow back here with you, and today I want to talk about something that's hugely important in the golf swing. And of course you've heard it before, that word is trust. We hear trust everywhere we turn, don't we? It's in magazines, it's in articles, it's on the Golf Channel, you hear it from your golf pro. It doesn't matter what you get, the word trust is constantly being thrust at us, isn't it? Well, the problem is, most golfers don't know how to trust themselves. So when I talk to golfers about trust, it's really interesting. Here's an interesting story that I hear time and time and time again. So let's assume that you have a golf shot. You're maybe 165 yards out from the green, in the middle of the fairway. Conditions are really good, and you choose a 7-iron, let's say. So you set up, you do your pre-shot routine, you get into a dress position, and all of a sudden you hear this little voice in your head. Maybe it's a voice in your head, it's a whisper, or maybe it's a feeling you have in your body. Everybody does it a little differently. But they hear something or they feel something. And let's say you hear the voice and it whispers, take the 6-iron. Okay? Now, most golfers, when I ask them about this and they say they do hear that voice, I say, what do? They go, well, I hear it, but I figure I can use the 7-iron, I'll just kind of adjust my swing. I'd say probably 90% of the time when I ask a golfer this question, the end result of them not listening to that voice is usually something far below their actually talent and capability level. So the question now becomes, why don't you listen to that voice? So here's the power of the mind when it starts to take over. It's really the ego or your left brain, all the logical side of you that hears that voice and actually dismisses it like it's not that important. But here's the message I want to give to you today. That voice actually knows more than your intellect does. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. All you need to do is look at your own experience to find the truth. Look at the experiences you've had when you did not follow that voice or that feeling that you had. Take the 6-iron, take the 6-iron. And yet, you still have the 7-iron in your hand and you try to make it work. This is the danger of the logical brain. I call this a logical error. So what I want you to really get today is that when you hear that voice, listen to it. And if you don't believe me, all you have to do is look at your own proof. Look back at the times when you absolutely dismissed or denied that voice or that feeling that you had, and look at the outcomes you got. Chances are you will find that the outcomes you got weren't to your satisfaction. Happens all the time to us. So next time you're standing over that golf ball and you hear that little whisper in your head, take the other iron, take the other club, or you get that feeling in your body, I just had a feeling I should have taken the 6-iron. I hear this all the time. And of course, again, my question is, why didn't you? Well, the mind takes over. That's what it does. That's the danger of what I call the logical mind. It actually gets us into trouble. So trust that feeling. One of the first and best ways you can begin accessing trust and strengthening it is trusting your own inner voice. Trusting that feeling that you get. There's nothing stronger, there's nothing that helps you feel more confident than knowing that you can trust that little voice that's going on inside you and follow it. Step back, take the 6-iron out of the bag, take a few practice swings, reset yourself, and then reset in a dress position over the golf ball. Chances are you're going to feel much better, and chances are you're going to take a swing that's far more in line with your actual capabilities. So that's the message here today. You want to build trust. Trust yourself. And the way to trust yourself is to listen to that voice. We all hear it, or that feeling that you get. We all get it, one way or the other. We're getting it. Start listening to it, start following it, and watch what happens to your game. I got a feeling you're going to be pretty happy with the results. Dave Breslow, thank you for being here again. And again, you want to come and visit me on www.mentalgolfcoaching.com. Would love to have you there. Would love to have you leave a message here and engage in conversation with you. Thanks again. Take care.